that I'm starting to fucking that Benadryl's starting to kick my ass. I'm gonna start nodding out. But thank you guys for fucking having me on here, dude. Fucking there's everybody now. I can see you guys. What's up, Bunny?
Here we are. Yeah, man. If you put together a show at the hangar, let me know. You know, I'm out here in Rockwall.
I definitely will. Yeah, and because now that I know that they're back to doing shows over there and stuff again, we've got some looks like a good band. Yeah, we're gonna have to make something happen with that.
Damn right. Like at the time, they didn't have a PA or something. Have they fixed that or?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was saying. If there's like, all these other bands that are playing over there, like, they got to have something going on now. So that's why I'm like, it sparked my interest now.
Yeah, definitely. Because we played out there back when I was with Seven from Adam, and they'd give you a free room.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Still Texas, man. We go out there and get ripped.
I was talking about that because that's where I'm from. We played there back in like 2015. But yeah, dude. I don't know if they've got a PA or not. That would be really cool if they did.
Atticane out there, like there's like all these like East Texas scene, like the Black Tie Vendetta and Atticane, and like I don't know if you remember that, man. Like
System Overload.
Yeah.
And a fun factoid: Lockjaw, the singer Joe, he started off as the singer for a band that came out of Greenville called Jackknife.
Wow. Yeah.
Jackknife. Yeah. Jackknife, man. And I remember the first time I saw Jackknife was actually before Joe joined the band, and it was in Greenville. It was a club downtown that we all used to go to called Chauncey's. And it was back when Jackknife was actually a rap metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, we're talking that was probably 1999, 98. But yeah, all right, dudes. Love you guys so fucking much. You guys fucking kick ass. Jared, love you, brother.
Love you.
Take care,
Terry. All right, man. All right, love you guys. Peace.
All right, so while y'all are laying your heads down to rest, we're going to go ahead and play, or you may be raising your fist to the sky. We're going to go ahead and play music for the next hour by local Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth, mostly metal, but also some of our punk rock brothers and alternative, all good music right here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Bunny Powers, you going to hang out for some music?
I will for a little bit. I've got to hit a restroom break and then I'll come back.
Hey, it's all good. I just want to make sure that all y'all feel good and that you know how much I appreciate you being here all night. And just like you, I'm ready to listen to some music.
Heck yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
All right, so thanks, with Rick. That, let's go ahead and listen to some Against All Odds. I've been asking Tex to book a show out there at the hangar with Against All Odds. So let's go ahead and start this show. It's called Blow Your Brains Out, or BYBO Radio, right here every Wednesday night, starting around 10 p.m., unless I have some badass motherfuckers like Jared of Fieldhouse, Tex Duckin, Dave of Ten Pull, having a good time. This is The Enemy.
Rise on the axis so we can go. Silence is deafening.
drugs? Are you hooked? Do you shoot? Do you snort? Do you smoke? Do you cook? Are you an addict? You gotta have it. I hear there's 28 days between pleasure and habit, and here's a little blue pill so you can fuck like a rabbit. Plan B? You better grab it. Cause a rich white man says you better not stab it. If the left can't dance and the right can't lead, and the liberal in the middle stepping all over your feet. Dead bodies don't feel the economic upside. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, I learned it all by watching you. Were you infected or affected? Accepted or rejected? An internet fiend, a movie star dream, a country so vain with my insecure teens. Are you a troll or a vulture? Cancelled or cultured? Hit like, swipe right, take a selfie with a filter, get the face just right. Do as I say, not as I do. I learned it all by watching you. Are you woke? What a joke. So sick of that bullshit, I'm ready to choke. On the feed, on the greed, all the fear and the lies crawling all over the screen. Do you spare the rod? Blame God, keep voting for the same man you know is a bug. Walk that walk, talk that shit. One in the barrel, 16 in the clip. Welcome to the new Wild Wild West. The required tire is a bulletproof vest. Striving for perfection, we lost the direction, the atom, communication, and we lost the connection. All your wants, all your needs, bought and sold, raise my screens. When there was no punishment, this is what you get. A whole world full of criminals and pieces of shit. World full of criminals and pieces of shit. World full of criminals and pieces of shit. We sell bullets like cigarettes, reward all the crooks. We play internet doctors, remove all the books. No! When there is no punishment, this is what you'll get. A whole world full of criminals and pieces of shit. A day eye for an eye, tooth for a tool. My word is a weapon, and I don't know. Lots of loving, babe, is also right. The kind of love you give me every night. Lots of loving, babe, is what I need. The kind of love will make a man out of me.
Yowza.
Look who's making sweet love to you tonight.
To your earbuds.
Straight from the magic of California to the earbuds of Texas. It's Megan Mosh Pit.
Cheers.
It is good to see you. Tell us all about this show coming up. It's going to be so much fun hanging out with everybody, like summer camp. You know, that's how I think of this. This is going to be
better than summer camp. It's better than summer camp because there's not like counselors chasing you down. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Yeah. Of course, I wasn't thinking about counselors.
No.
Summer camp with no counselors chasing you down. Got it. Check on
bunch
that.
of metalheads in a field hanging out with tents and music and barbecue and beer.
So let me see if I understand this. If I have my own tent, right?
Right.
I have my shit set up in there, and it's safe because this is a campground with a gate, and you're secure. So my shit's cool in my tent.
It's actually a little ways down from the road. It's a private property owned by this really nice little lady and little man there in Santo. And it's very safe. It is secluded. It's off 281 in between Mineral Wells and Stephenville. It's right on the Brazos River under this really cool, beautiful bridge. And, you know, you got to drive down a driveway. So it's a ways off the road. And then you come on down, there's a stage, a pavilion, beautiful manicured sites.
For the record, I love driving a little ways down the road to get to my party.
You take a wonderful road trip out into the country, and it's beautiful out there. I love driving down that road and driving under that bridge. That bridge is so cool, man.
Inside my tent, and I can go float in the river.
That's right. You can float. You can fish if you got a license. You know, you can pretty much do what you want. You're out there. There's not a sound ordinance because there's no neighbors.
It doesn't take a license to float. And from one head to another, floating beats the shit out of fishing every day.
I guess it depends what you like, but I mean, you could kayak. If you bring your own kayak, you can.
Oh, come on now. If you fish,
if you bring a boat, you can
fish.
You can roll up on your boat.
You enjoy wading, because fishing and catching are two different things.
Well, and it depends if you get there day before or not, because like day of, there's going to be so much going on. I doubt you're going to want to fish. But if you,
I'm not going to be waiting for anything. I'm going to be enjoying every bit of every moment of this music festival where I
back to back, mostly original artists. Playing back. Oh, literally, as soon as we open the gates, we're hot micing it, and it's hot mic until midnight.
All right. Speaking of hot mic, let's drop the load. What would you like to play for the masses?
Let's play some Cortez.
This is BYBO Radio. BYBO Radio.
Late night.
No one
I love that shit. How about you, Megan Mosh Pit?
Do it. Nice.
I really do. That's Awaiting Abigail with I Hate You. You know, it's fucking with people that, you know, aren't cool. But you're cool, Megan Mosh Pit. That's why you're here tonight. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get some more shit out of the way.
Let's do it.
You know what that means, right, Megan?
There's no telling with you. There's absolutely no telling.
No, that's the call. Every person from the deepest, darkest, most sincerest part of their heart have the innermost desire to move shit out of the motherfucking way, because it's a long way to the top, but we want to rock and roll.
Hear a tale
All right, good time, good time.
That is definitely all we want.
Fucking kill the Jabberwocky right there.
I'm really glad they sent you some stuff.
That's going to be a good time right there with some Bad Company.
And not just any Bad Company tribute. The best Bad Company tribute in DFW area.
Yeah, and the Trespassers.
And this is going to be their first live show in like 2 years.
Fucking the Trespassers are going to bring it on home.
That's right.
You talk about a method cooked in the thunderous heavens before us all, greater than what we even fucking think, striking down like thunder. It's Hot Rod God.
Got a tree on the tree, fantastic in the bag, red hair riding shotgun, city shit on my drag, 2 4-barrel car, and a dual exhaust.
There we go.
Blowing along. Cross the crowd, I saw you. Looking back, I thought I couldn't be wrong. 10 minutes there, I found you. Oh Lord, I knew. Mother America told me, 'cause I'm feeling blue. Over you. Over you. Where you walk, where you talk, where you move, drive me wrong. 10 minutes there, I found you. Oh Lord, I knew. Mother America told me, 'cause I'm feeling blue. Over you. You. Over you.
Yay, I got my Cortez.
Tell the world, Megan Mosh Pit is hot, live on the mic.
Thank you. Hey, y'all. You can catch Cortez and Trespassers at Bad Company, Breaking Bad Company Tribute. And it's going to be a great time. We're down on the river. We're going to be literally in our vans down by the river, having a good time.
Yes, we are. You, me, all of us. And you know, for those who aren't, this is a shout out. That's what we do here. To one of our dear friends. This is a song by the band Dark Alliance.
Yeah.
Tear your soul apart. Because that's what you'll be doing.
What's your pleasure, sir?
Tear your soul apart. your mortal soul. Fear me, yet love me as I take control. Give yourself to me as you let yourself go. I knew I owned you from the very start. I wish to view you tear your soul apart. You're just a victim of your lustful thoughts. I raped your innocence and I stole your heart. Call me your daddy, you're in this way too far. Tear your soul apart. Tear your soul. Tear your soul apart. Tear your soul. With dismay, feel in the mirror, accept just what you see. My love to hate you germinates inside me. Tear your soul apart. Tear your soul. Tear your soul apart. Tear your soul. God damn, there's not a better fucking heavy metal song
right.
ever made.
Steve, we love you, Steve.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Curtis of Dark Alliance. That dude is as badass as that song is. He knows how to tickle every fucking little heartstring that you have in 3 minutes. That's hard to do. That's what everyone, like works their whole life to be able to do, is write a song like that.
Well, and he is a music teacher. He literally lives and breathes music constantly, and he can play a ton of instruments.
Well, thank you very much. It's been an honor getting to know him. I hope, Steve Curtis, shout out that you'll hop back on again. Make yourself at home on Blow Your Brains Out Radio and the weekly concert calendar when you have shows coming out like every other band in Dallas-Fort Worth. And with us here tonight, Megan Mosh Pit of Mosh Pit Entertainment.
Yeah. So, Rick, since you did not send me a song list, am I to assume that I can just pick random songs?
Well, I'm going to play one more song. I don't know if you're ready or not. And I don't know if the rest of the universe and the cosmoses are ready for this thunder to strike. Thank you, Megan, for coming here and being here and having a good time tonight. You're all the way in California, right?
Yes, I'm chilling actually in my garage right now, hanging out.
So fucking metal. You are badass to the core. All right. Well, we'll continue after this, but until then, this is the end.
Nope, that's the most important.
Go ahead, Megan. Watch this. Tell 'em. Get out. Let's dance with everybody. Let's dance together. It's the end.
Cortez reminds me like a lot of like Black Sabbath, man. I love
Yeah, I
them.
love that, dude. Al Cortez is the shit.
They are, man.
That song is called The End. He brings it down like the Thor's hammer.
That's right.
All right, well, tell everybody one more time all the cool reasons to come out to the Hillbilly Throwdown.
Because we do it hard, we do it good, we do it right, and we get it done. That's why. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be nothing but fun all day. It's going to be a bunch of people you know just chilling, shopping. There's vendors with cool merch. Ladies, bring your money because you're going to want to buy something. Tumblers, a lady that makes earrings. We got barbecue. We got a little boutique. We got stuff going on. There's a whole little hillbilly marketplace that you can shop in addition to hanging out and jamming all day or just chilling on the river in the sunshine, you know, in between bands and doing your whole thing. You can camp and then wake up and do it again. You know, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm ready to do it. Scrambled eggs, bacon, bottles of Jack Daniels, and more than anything else, great music and good times with friends.
We got a beer on tap guy coming out. Tapville from Fort Worth is bringing a truck that's like a truck keg with different types of beer that you can sample and try. You know, it's going to be amazing. Tapville.
All right, Megan, hang on.
Drifting to sleep and just fade away. No one will know where you will go. Your safest space. 'Cause hiding behind your cute little smile, the darkness it grows with each passing hour. Can't turn back the dial. I'm feeling so cold, not to the touch, falling so fast. Please don't you dare hold a grudge. 'Cause this fake little smile
Okay, I'd like to get a reaction video. What do you think of that song?
I think Ariel's voice is amazing. And I think there's a lot of dynamics to that song. Like tempo up, tempo down. I don't know. She did an amazing job. They kill it on that song. How many people are actually in Against All Odds?
Well, it's basically a guitar player named Ben and Ariel, the singer, our lovely Ariel. But yeah, that's what that song Cold is the first song that they recorded.
Really?
So when you record a song like that, it's like, whoa, that's so hard to like top that, right? But his
vocals are pretty good. That's him on the heavier stuff, right?
What?
On the heavier part there, that was him.
Yelling.
Right?
Yeah, he does some of the screaming.
That was good. He did good too.
Isn't it really good? I mean,
yeah.
I think so. I think that song is epic level. Yeah, I don't think you can write a better song than that. I think that's impossible.
They did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Very good. And we love Ariel.
Well, and I think that about, several of the songs that we play here.
And I got to say, that's not really my style of music, but, I think she does a great job.
Well, then what is your style of music? Would you like some Kill House?
Sure.
All right. Hide the Knife.
Walk the razor's edge, feel a sudden slip. Run my tongue across my teeth and slowly lick my lips. Judged by 12, carried by 6. The procession of parade through the born-again advanced. Calls to halt, trees are delusions. Hope is a lie, faith is confusion. Guns are fun, just too quick. Said it once before, don't tease the sick. My advisor died and died. My advisor died and died. My other friend falling up into the clouds. My advisor died and died. Into the night, into what I died. My advisor died.
Is that to your liking, Megan Mosh?
Yes, you're damn straight.
That is the band Perceived, and the song is Losing Control. Hey, I'm
Someone
happy.
else you had on here earlier, Creeper. You should play some Creeper.
We're going to get to that very soon. But until then, I want to tell you, this band Perceived, they're as good live as they were on that recording. And that's what I expect out of a band. Like, when I really like a song, I know it, like every part of it. When I see them live, I want them to play it. And Perceived delivers the goods. So everybody get out there early to see Perceived. Throw your doggies in the pit and have a good fucking time. How's that sound to you?
I think we should leave the doggies out of the pit. Just snuggle the doggies, love the doggies.
It was more of a toss than a throw.
Rescue the doggies, adopt them.
It's more than a toss than a throw, but that's what I meant was, throw them into the pit of the whole chaotic process of having them adopted and take one home that you can love and pet and provide a home for the rest of its life.
The pit of love.
All right, check this out.
Take back what you said. It's already over. Kept a vow but left for dead. I know. And would you hate me if I say I told you so? Would you hate me if I say before the slaughter. So would you hate me if I say I told you so? Would you hate me if I say before the slaughter, before the slaughter.
right, so some X610 Chill with the brand new X610 Chill single La Boche coming out on all streaming sites tomorrow, April 17th. Tell the world, Megan Moshpit, we all love David motherfucking Jarvis.
That is right. And we also love Ariel. And at the risk of potentially digging myself a deeper hole, I just want to clarify that I think Against All Odds is rad and that Ariel is also rad. And then it's amazing that there's only two of them in that band making all that sound. And it's also amazing that all of that great sound comes out of that little girl. And I would like to clarify what I meant to say, which is just that I would not normally choose that type of music to listen to. Not that I didn't like them, because I do. Anyways, just had to clarify that.
So can you clarify what you're going to do tomorrow, April 17th?
I'm going to be working my ass off at work.
And you're going to take a minute out of your day to kind of like a phoenix rising from the ashes, grabbing a hold of thunder from the sky. You're going to purchase this new song from X610 Chill, right? It's called
Okay.
Like everybody else in the world.
Duh. How could I have forgot? I need to have this on my calendar.
Yeah, we all respect the alarms that we get from the feds on our phones and all, but come on, everybody in the world tomorrow is going to wake up and head out with your coffee in hand and your pipe in your mouth, blowing rings to pick up your X610 Chill and show Dave motherfucking Jarvis how much you love that motherfucker, because without Dave Jarvis and Ariel, we wouldn't be where we're at here tonight. Megan, just like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you might could even say. Thanks for having fun with me.
Thanks for having me.
You saved my life. speaking of Save My Life, together tonight with Megan Mosh Pit. Blow Your Brains Out Late Night.
That's right. I really like that name. I feel like that should have been considered in the name considerations for this.
What, late night?
Yeah, Blow Your Brains Out Late Night.
Okay.
It's like the late night show with David Letterman.
Consider it considered. Not only considered, but stamped into the core of what is Blow Your Brains Out.
Who did you like better, David Letterman or Leno?
Letterman for sure.
I was a Leno person.
You know who I like the best is Craig Ferguson.
Who?
Craig Ferguson. Craig Ferguson did a show for about 5 years. He was the best. He put them all to shame. Like he showed.
I don't think I ever watched that. But you know, when we were kids, we had to watch whatever our parents were watching, or we didn't get to watch shit.
I would even say that it's in the spirit of late night show Craig Ferguson that I do this. Like, I think he put all of the late night television shows to shame.
I think we're going to put that shit to shame.
Yeah, we are. That's what we're doing right now. So, hey, Megan, are you going to be able to make it out? I know from time to time you're a Fort Worth girl, and you're actually here tonight from California.
I love this because it's like I'm hanging out, but like I'm this far away. It's kind of like the closest thing to like zapping myself there, you know.
Thank you for zapping. So we got the Vermifest coming up. Speaking of Save My Life, you can save some puppy dogs' lives.
The puppies.
That's what we're doing. You already know. We're going to crank it up a notch, Megan. Have you heard of the band Raid?
Yes.
All right. This is Salt in the Wind.
How you doing around me? Let's do this! You got me all around the road. You got the guns on me. You got me all figured out, yeah. That's what you believe. You got me in your sight. You got me under your thumb. You got it locked and loaded. Looking down.
That's live at O'Reilly's Megan Mosh Pit. That's Raid, and they're on the Vermafest also.
Those guys remind me on that song in particular. Reminds me of like Dead Horse or something. I really like it. Digging it.
Hey, Randy Roy approved. I'm sure he'll accept it. I'll speak on his behalf.
I kind of wonder if they get any influence from that, you know?
Oh, sure, of course. Yeah, we were huge, like Dead Horse, because we lived it. Like Randy Roy's my friend, and we were hanging out together at the time. And so we actually lived that movement that y'all knew afterwards as Dead
Right.
Horse. Yeah.
Well, I love Dead Horse. And the guys are awesome, too. They're super nice.
Well, thank you for calling it out. And since, after all, we are BYBO Radio, let's keep this fucking music rocking. What do you say?
That's right.
Of course, we should play something. I don't know. You know, I'm not feeling like half-ass or mediocre. How are you feeling?
Well, I was thinking like maybe some War Beast or Gamicide. Can we literally play whatever?
No, because I would need War Beast or Gamicide to send me those MP3s, and I'd be happy to play them. But I want to play you something right here and right now, Megan Mosh Pit, that delivers the goods, taking no mercy. This is Relentless.
Move out
Yeah,
They bring it. They bring the goods.
And Vain. Did you like it?
They brought it. They brought the goods.
Delivering the goods. That's Vain with Relentless. That's how I wake up every day.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I've got another band to play for you next, and we're going to play like 2 more songs and we'll get out of here. But from the Vermifest, they're one of my very favorite local bands, like very favorite. They're very unique, and they're totally metal, but not too like hardcore or death metal or black metal. It's honestly, it's almost like pop death metal. They're called the Argonaut.
Let's sample it.
Have you ever heard them before?
I've heard of them, but I have not heard them. So,
all right. Well, if you get a chance to make it out to this show, you should get there early if you have to see one of my very favorite bands ever of all time. And I can say that about a lot of these bands, Megan Moshpit. That's why I thank you very much for being here, because we could almost put together a record label just with these bands. But the times are so different today. I don't know what else to do but this. Right? Play music together and enjoy each other's company. Like it's just as amazing to me as it is to you and everyone else in the cosmos, the universes, in the state of Texas, that you're here tonight, all the way from California. Thank you. Hey, Megan, do you like to sing?
Sometimes I feel like singing. Sometimes I don't.
Let me give you something easy to like sing. It's not really even singing. It's so easy. Can you give me a death metal growl? Like that kind of thing.
That was more like a zombie growl.
Okay, then bring it up a level. Bring it up. Let's go. Because this is the Argonaut.
free me from this cage. Swallow your pride or let it die. Say what you mean, you ain't say to your lies become the truth. Coming undone, ready to run, raging after you. Not willing to stay, stuck in your hate. Free me from this cage. Swallow your pride or let it die. Deserve it, finish your escape.
Cruising with my girl the other day, almost got run off the road. It was a guy in a Tesla. He's from California. I'm not a violent guy. This is my story. I know you'd ever seen that has just begun. The time to get up and see. Mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun. Mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun, mom, get my gun. Get back. Take that! Get back! Take that! I love you'd ever see. And that's just begun. The time to get up and see. Mama, get my gun, mama, get my gun, mama, get my gun. Mama, get my gun, mama, get my gun, mama, get my gun. Get back! Take that! Get back! Take that! Get back! like Texas.
I like that. Is that hedonistic punk vatos?
You got it.
I liked them the other day when I was on here with you bullshitting and you played that. Played not that song, but those guys. And I really like that. I really like them.
I want to say that they are so much better than that. For anyone listening and being critical and critiquing,
that jam is fun.
Hey, they play every fucking week somewhere in Dallas, Fort Worth, Denton, Texas. Punk rock, because they don't give a fuck. Hedonistic punk vatos are playing every weekend somewhere.
I like them.
That means something, right?
Yes.
It means they're getting better. Every week you get better. If you're playing, that's the only way to get better. Everyone listening. Quit
practice.
Quit griping. Quit moaning and groaning. Take advantage of the opportunities that are actually before us, right?
Right.
Which is social media. So don't be a bitch about it. Just play your shows every week. Take pictures. Post them on your Facebook page. Create things that...
Get your shit recorded and then send your shit to Blow Your Brains Out Radio.
Well, I'm talking about before that, create things. If you have a band, like Hedonistic Punk Vatos, they're really good about it. They have a website. Renee, he has a happy birthday thing. He plays like once a week. He plays happy birthday on his guitar for a friend. So take advantage of social media. Yeah, it might just be the scraps that the elite toss, the leftover of the record company industry. They're tossing us a bone, but that's okay. Like a mad dog, take that fucking bone. We rock and roll around here. That's why we call it headbanging. We don't take no shit. Right, Megan Moshpit?
That's right.
You and I together, just being here right now, we're like, we're causing a cataclysmic difference in the world. Right here in Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth, and all the way out to California.
You know where my heart is.
I do.
It remains in Texas.
Hey, I'm going to send my best to you and to yours because your loves are the greatest in the entire world. But Megan, I love you. All right, let's get back into the gutter, okay?
Let's go.
Do you remember that band, Pass the Ammunition?
Yes.
Yeah, they
and
were.
You had Bunny on earlier today.
Yeah, they were like, how long ago was that now?
I don't know. How long we've got? 2 hours?
All right, well, let's put a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am on this motherfucker and slam some Pass the Ammunition. What do you say?
Let's go. Yeah.